Agent Orange. Given its name by the orange ring painted on the barrels that it was kept in, Agent Orange was a widely used herbicide. Between the years 1962 and 1975, Between the years 1962 and 1975, over 22 million gallons of this agent was sprayed by plane over the country of Vietnam. With an estimate of up to 4.5 million Vietnamese and 2.8 million American veterans physically exposed to this deadly chemical, there are still unknown amounts of exposure due to testing and manufacturing in Puerto Rico, Japan, Korea, Laos, Thailand, Italy, Canada, and the US. This heinous act, of which I can only describe as chemical warfare, is believed to be linked to over 900 illnesses, not just endangering the lives of the directly exposed, but endangering the lives of their children. You may be asking yourself why I'm bringing Agent Orange to the table of this march. The same people running this GMO game were the largest manufacturer of this agent. Monsanto supplied over 60% of the chemicals used during the Vietnam War. Not only that, but the concentration used by Monsanto to create this weapon made it 1,000 times stronger than the other companies contracted to manufacture it. I overcame great fear to be here today, not fear of my government or fear of this monstrous leech of a corporation, but to tell you that I am the proud daughter of not one, but two Vietnam veterans. My mother, who served 2 tours, a total of 3 years in country, was a member of the Women's Army Corps. She now suffers from type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, degenerative disc disease, and sleep apnea. She has survived 3 heart attacks, and this year alone has undergone 13 blood transfusions due to low iron levels from causes unknown. My father, who did 5 tours, spent almost 8 years in country. He did his last tour as a helicopter gunner for the U.S. Army. Only 4 years after the war, my father was hospitalized for severe perforated ulcers. He would spend the next 18 months in quarantine with his stomach laid open and only his heart not exposed to open air. He almost starved to death. Today he suffers from high blood pressure, bone loss, deterioration of tendons, and yes, ulcers. He lives with the agony of 15 pounds of scar tissue on his abdomen from the 16 surgeries it took to fix his stomach. And on top of that, he's had 2 heart attacks. There has not been a day in my life where I have not seen my father in pain. Not only do I believe that this chemical cocktail has harmed my mother and father, I believe it has had a hand in my health as well. When I was 18, I was diagnosed with cervical cancer. After a year-long battle, I am now in my 8th year of remission. And just to spite my doctors, I went on to have 3 beautiful children. But on August 23, 2011, while pregnant with my 3rd child, I was diagnosed with AML, acute myeloid leukemia. And in this vicious cycle of cancer and cure, I fear I may lose. After going through this, I learned that Veterans Administration offers healthcare support for children of Vietnam veterans. For women, things like cleft lip, neural tube defect, and Poland syndrome were covered. For male veterans, only spina bifida, basically telling me that if you are not born disfigured or born severely ill, you do not matter. Learning that information hurt. It dug a little deeper still to learn that the grandchildren of these veterans get absolutely nothing, even though it is believed to be passed to future generations. It is embedded in my DNA now, and they still deny it. With the help of the Children of Vietnam Veterans Health Alliance, who have given me the support, knowledge, and most of all, courage, I am here today. And they'll do the same for you. To support those who have suffered and lost hope, to give knowledge to those who don't know about the chemical atrocities that took place, and to give courage to those who suffer in silence. COVVHA means to show the world what Agent Orange did to the people of Vietnam, what it did to the American veterans, and what it is doing to us as their children. So thank you for giving me the courage and platform to tell Monsanto, till my dying breath, I will fight you. I do not want your money, and I don't want your health care. I want your admission, and I'll see your destruction.